Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for joining us. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell and you'll be informed every single time I upload. I upload every single Tuesday. We're always playing with makeup and trying to discover bargains and new looks here, so please join us. Today we're going to do a Shop Miss A haul. I have purchased some Shop Miss A products and I've used them to create this look right here. If you like these types of videos, please comment down below anything that you might want to see. Give this video a thumbs up and we will just jump right into it. Okay guys, so let's jump right into this video. This is the huge package that I got from Shop Miss A. I think I spent about £54 with them and I think I more or less got a full face. There is one item that was out of stock. Got that on my receipt when it arrived, but they have said that they'll send that to me later on, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. So one of the first things I got was these cute cat ears. They're so cute. Just to keep my hair out of my face while I do my makeup, because I don't have a lot of headbands or anything like that. Yeah, so cute for like a dollar, and they're really furry and really soft. So I've got my hair up, but I'm going to put them on now. Love them, so cute. So packaging, it was all really well wrapped. A list of everything and a oops, sorry, you've purchased some hot items. So when I was going through it, I did notice that I purchased 3 concealers, but I purchased 2 the same colour. So I've got these that were $1.55 each, and I got the same colour in those, and this little pigment, like a green eyeshadow pigment, and I got 2 of those for some reason. I must have been very excited while I was making the order, obviously. So those I'm going to give to my niece. So Kira, coming your way. A couple of the accessories I got these beauty blender holders. These were a dollar. Now I just put mine on the side to dry and whatnot, and they're literally just egg cups, but I thought how cute and how much more hygienic to have my beauty blenders on those. So I got 2 of those because I do have a lot of beauty blenders. I have one like washed and another one on the go, so they'll be fabulous. I also purchased these little half hoops. Just thought I'd give them a go. They were $1. So I just thought they were very like a tortoise shell. I just thought they were really cute. Got those. I also purchased a bath bomb that was $1. First Love Lilac, give that a go. I did get a beauty blender as well. Foundations, primers, lip liners, the lot. Pretty much a full face. I think the only thing I didn't get was a bronzer, but I did purchase a cappuccino concealer to cream conceal. So without further ado, let's jump right into this makeup and see what we can create with this. So I did pick up the Wonder Brow Tinted Brow Pomade. It's quite small, but for $1, I'm not going to be precious about size. So I am going to use that with the Anastasia brow brush that I do have. Let's give those brows a bit of a brush through. So let's take a look at this. Now that looks like it'd be quite nice. Let's get that on the brows and see how we go on. I've literally got everything all over the table here. It's crazy. So let's give these a whirl. That's really dark. This is the colour medium brown. Now I do like a dark brow though. That's gone on really smoothly. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the one eye and then I'll do the other eye off camera. Otherwise this video is going to be 5 million years long. I like that. That's obviously it's a pomade, but it's quite oily. Not in a bad way though. It's really nice. Like I said, I do like a dark brow, so that is dark for me, even though I've got blonde hair. I like that. I like that a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a base on the eyelid. I'm going to use the AOA, that was also AOA, liquid concealer. This is medium to full coverage and it says it gives you a natural finish. It's non-dry, creamy and long wearing. I don't know if I mentioned this, but part of the proceeds from this brand support animals in need. It says that on the back of the packet there. You know, I like that. I like companies that do support charities and give back. One thing that did make me order from Shop Miss A was during the lockdown, they did say that they were going to raise wages for their employees, which I really liked. There was a lot, you know, there's a lot of people that can't go to work or couldn't make it into work and they were still going to pay them, which is part of the reason that, you know, it made me want to purchase products from them. So I'm going to get my concealer brush now. I'm just put a small amount of this onto the back of my hand. It's a little squeezy tube. That's quite nice actually. It's quite a light colour. There's the consistency. See how that goes on. So I'm just going to carve out my brows there, give them a good tidy up. I always do over the top as well because I do generally tend to make a little bit of a mess. That is quite a full coverage. Pop that all over the lid as a base and then I'll blend that in with a brush. And there's still quite a lot left on the back of my hand there after doing the one eye. Gonna get the brush and blend that in. Get a good buff out. Now, I've not taken a proper look at the eyeshadow palette that I purchased, so this is a learning curve for all involved. The eyeshadow palette that I purchased was the Immersed, and this obviously wasn't $1. I think this was $9.99, which is about £8, which isn't bad. It's 25 colour eyeshadow palette, so we'll have to see how we get on. They're really bright colours, which is what attracted me to it in the first place. That is the palette there. I just thought they were really nice. There's a few mattes, a few shimmers. So there's 10 mattes and 15 shimmers, but it's a good looking palette. No mirror, which is a little bit disappointing because you can get palettes for £10 in the UK, which will have a mirror in them. Well, you know, we need to figure out what we're going to do with this today. I'm just going to do a couple of swatches. I'm thinking a purple and orange eye. So I'm going to swatch this one here. There's not a lot on that, and this one here. They do feel creamy though. See, I think for the price, this is a little bit patchy. This seems okay. Let's do this green and this blue. When you wear a shirt, there's not enough room. You know, again, a little bit patchy, but for $8, for £8 you're going to be mad if it performs well on the eye, which is what it's all about really. I think I'm going to go for like a purple orange today, so I'm just going to take this colour here and I'm going to bob that through my crease. I'm going to swirl that on my brush and just that through. That is a bit patchy, but I think we can work with it. There's not a lot of kickback, to be honest with you. It's quite powdery, but not loads. That looks quite nice, quite subtle. It's not bad at all. That's a lovely pastel purple. I do like that. I've just got concealer all over the shirt, and not just a bit, a lot. I do this all the time. I don't know why. I can't be trusted. That lighting has changed now because I couldn't see what I was doing, which is why I've got concealer all over myself. I'm going to add a transition now. I'm going to take my Zoeva Fluffy Luxe Crease Brush, another one that is stained from all the bright colours I am constantly using these days. I think I'm going to take this shade right here, this orangey shade. In fact, that one is quite powdery. I'm just going to blend that through as a transition and slightly into the crease. I didn't think that was going to show, but it really, really is now. I'm just going to go back in with that purple. Kind of lost it a little bit. I think they look nice together. So I want to deepen up the outer corner. I'm going to go in with this Morphe B84 brush, which is a bit more detailed. I'm going to deepen it up with this colour right here. See how, oh, that one's got a lot of kickback. And see how that one looks. These colours are very, very muted. They're not quite as vibrant on the eye as they are in the pan, but you can build them up. I feel like I've been able to build that one up quite a lot. So I'm going to just take that through there very, very lightly. You know, I feel like we've lost the light purple now, and look, you can see all that fallout there. That third shade has got a lot of kickback. But we will carry on. Go back in with that transition a little bit. And the light purple. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a little bit more of the concealer, see if we can get the crease cut, and add one of these shimmers. I'm thinking because the colours are quite light, I'll go in with this light one here. I'm going to grab a bit of fixing spray just in case we need it. I will try it without fixing spray before I jump into that. Let's get this crease cut. Okay, I'm going to take my Beauty Bay, called an OG shader, it's just a flat brush. I'm going to go in with that lighter shade there, dig right into that. See, they do feel nice and creamy, and just pat that on. Oh, see, that's come out quite nice. There is fallout though. That has gone on okay, but it does feel a little bit patchy, so I'm going to take my finger, see how we go with that. See more fallout there. And I'm also going to go in with my MAC Prep and Prime, give that a little spray and see if we can find that anymore much better. That's really, really pigmented now. That would maybe do as a highlighter as well, I feel. See, there's lots and lots of fallout there. I'm going to go back in with a dark pink and just blend those in. I think maybe the lighter lilac would be nice, maybe just on its own. Just if you were just going somewhere and just fancied a transition, got a lilac crease colour. If you wanted a bit more of a subtle look, but it's been completely devoured by this colour and the orange. Okay, so I think that's about as good as I'm going to get that. It's a little bit patchy. The original lilac just got eaten up by the other colours. Maybe I'll try some ones down here on another look. You can see all of the fallout as well. There's a lot of it. The lilac didn't have a lot of fallout, but the other two colours did. I'm just going to give that a quick tidy up before I carry on. I'm going to put a little bit of the concealer just on my under eye, just so this shadow's got something to stick to. You don't want to go in with loads because you are going to fully conceal later on, and you don't want to go too much because it'll just start to look cakey. I'm going to go in with that deeper purpley shade. I'm just going to sweep that under my eye. So that doesn't look too bad for an £8 palette. It's not the best palette I've ever used in my life. So I'm going to go in with some mascara now. I just bought an under eye mascara because I have bought some lashes as well. I'm just going to go in with this. It's an AOA Studio Skinny Under Lash Mascara, but I'm going to use it for both sets. Oh, it is skinny. So let's give that a go. That's actually quite nice. I would use this for under eye and top lashes, to be honest with you. I do want to put another shadow shade on the under eye. I'm going to go in with this one here that was just a couple over from the lilac one. Oh god, that's got a lot of kickback, that one. And just do close to the lash line. So, eyeliner. I did buy two. I bought the Hyper Glossy Liquid Liner and I bought the gel eyeliner. So I'm going to go in with the gel eyeliner. So that is it there. So it's not the darkest. So I'm just going to put this into my waterline and just slightly outside that and see how we go. That's just not showing at all. There we go. You have to keep working at it. I'm going to go slightly on the outer corner. I'm just going to go slightly onto the lashes there, just to give it a bit of depth. You really, really have to work that in. And the end of the pencil's now stuck in the lid. That's not coming out. No, that's it now. That is stuck. I should be able to just put that on the end there and that'll come out. Nope, completely stuck. So I've now got an eyeliner that I can't put a lid on. We're not doing too well so far, are we? So I'm just going to do the bottom mascara as well. I did like the mascara. So, the Premium Lashes Natural and Luxurious, the AOA Studio ones. That's what they look like there. They don't come with a glue, which for $1 or 80 pence you wouldn't expect them to. They do look really, really nice though. So I'm going to go and put my lashes on, do the other eye, and then I'm going to come back and do the rest of the face. So I'll see you soon. So guys, that is both eyes done. The lashes I really, really like. They were quite big. I've got really small eyes though, but they were really, really good. They look fabulous. While I was off camera, I opened the foundations that I wanted to use in the primer. I wet the Beauty Blender, which is a Wonder Blender, and that fits perfectly in my little egg cup, and it looks like an egg as well. One thing I like about this is it is already the colour of a stained Beauty Blender, so it's going to look like anyway. So I did get two primers, but only one's arrived so far, which is the AOA Aqua Hydrating Primer. So that it's like, oh, it looks like a moisturiser. So it does look quite hydrated. So let's get that on, see how we feel about that. But guys, that feels really, really nice, really hydrated. It is fragrant, but it's not an offensive smell. It smells a little bit like rose water. It feels nice for a $1 or 80 pence primer. Nice hydrating primer for the summer months, although the sun has disappeared here now. So let's go in with foundation. I did pick up three. I picked up the AOA Studio Buildable Satin Foundation. Not going to go with this one today. I'm going to go with the AOA Studio Pro Wear Full Coverage Foundation. These are the two that I've got. The lightest shades that I could, which is Buff and Ivory. I'm going to go in with Buff because I have been out in the sun, so I am slightly darker. If it's too light, I'll mix in a little bit of the liquid concealer just to deepen it up a little bit. It's like a little squeezy bottle. It does say shake well. So it is a little squeezy bottle. Squeeze that out. So it's quite thick. Just do a small amount for now. That is what consistency of that is like there. I'm going to take the beauty sponge. This feels really nice. A bit on that sponge and just tap that in. That is one coat. There's nothing left on my hand now. I wouldn't say it was full coverage. It's definitely medium though. I'm going to go in with another one. I'm going to mix a tiny drop of the Natural Finish concealer in there to try and just deepen the colour up ever so slightly, because it's not matching me the best right now. It's the only trouble, when I placed the order weeks and weeks ago, we'd had no sun. I hadn't been out in the sun. I mean, I should have expected it coming up to summer, really. I'm just going to mix that together ever so slightly. See, they've mixed quite well together. I'm just go in with a second coat. So that is the second coat. Definitely more of a full coverage foundation now. So I'm going to go in with the concealer now. I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. The AOA Studio concealer that we used as a base for the eyelids. This is a really nice consistency for a $1.55, which is like £1.20. I am taking this on a brush. I'm taking the flat end of that sponge and just blending. Do like the old squares as well. Like they give me a really defined look here without having to use tape. Blended in quite nicely. So let's do forehead, chin and down the nose. And just blend those upwards. So that's a nice finish. Or depends on how other products perform on top of it. But no, I like that. $1 or 80 pence. That is spot on. Really spot on. But it all depends on how other products perform on top of it. That is the test, really. I'm going to cream conceal. I'm going to put a bit of this on my hand. These are really nice as well. I've got this in the cappuccino. That is just the colour of that there, the consistency. I'm just taking a flat brush here. I'm going to blend that out and see how that goes. I'm going a little bit extra with this because I do feel like my face needs to be warmed up a bit. That's really warmed the face up. I'm just going to do a little bit on the jawline, just the slightest amount, and then just a little bit on the nose because I am trying to contour my nose a bit more, get into this a little bit. I'm not very good at it. So that is the contour done. I think that looks really nice. The cappuccino with the buff and a slight little bit of the cappuccino mixed in. I think that looks really nice. Proper chisel cheekbones. It's blended well. Looks lovely. So rest of the face. Let's set the face. I purchased a Santi Mineral Compact Powder. That's got a sponge on the outside for some reason. Ew. It's not even fully in wrapper. And the AOA Studio Perfect Finishing Pressed Powder in Translucent. So I think I'm going to go with this. Maybe I'll use this to try and warm my cheekbones up a little bit as like a little light bronzer. Not sure if that would work. It's more of a light powder. No, that's a bad idea. And I mean, and this thing being wrapped up outside of bin. So let's go in with this Finishing Pressed Powder in Translucent. All of this plastic packaging as well. So I'm going to take my Real Techniques brush. This is one of my favourites. I'm just going to, because it's white, it's not going to make me look really pale. I'm just going to pat that in. I'm just going to take a little brush and do a little bit under the eye. I don't want to look cakey. No, that looks well. I like that one. That one's good. So, cheeks. Cheekies. I picked up a Muse All About Cheeks palette. This wasn't $1. I can't remember how much it was, but it wasn't expensive. I'll try and find everything on the website, link everything that's been used down below. But this wasn't expensive at all. It's like a £4 palette for your cheeks, and I thought the colours in it was stunning on the website. This looks like some kind of under eye setting powder. That doesn't look like a blusher at all, but these three look really, really nice. I think I'm going to mix this medium pink one and this light pink one together, and I'm going to use my Beauty Bay Make Me Blush brush, simply because it'll fit in here. I can swirl the two together. That's going on nice. I like that. Now, I do feel like I need to bronze a little bit. I really thought I'd ordered a bronzer, but I haven't. It was quite late on a Friday night when I ordered these, and I was drinking, so God knows how I got this far. I am going to grab a bronzer and just bronze a bit because I do feel like I need to. But this is nice if you're looking for a nice cream contour. I'm going to grab my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which I love. I'm just going to grab the Contour Queen brush from Beauty Bay. I'm only going to do it ever so lightly. I'm not even really going to do the forehead with it. I just feel like I need it. I do like a heavy contour, if you hadn't noticed. So, highlighter. I got one highlighter. I don't know why I only got one highlighter, but I did only get one highlighter, and I got the AOA Studio Velour highlighter. Now, I have already had this open because it had lots and lots of glue around there, so I did take that away. So it's still a little bit there, and I just didn't like it. It is nice though. It's kind of not really a powder. It's hard to describe, but I'm just going to go in with a brush and I'm going to highlight. I don't feel like that's doing anything. Try my finger. With the finger it does something. Do a little bit under my nose, do my Cupid's bow, and I'll do this cheek. Look, it didn't. Ooh, see that? It's like a hybrid cream powder thing. My brush isn't working with it. I might use, I'll tell you what, good idea, fan brush. See how we go with a fan brush. Like the fan brush is getting some. I'm just going to do a little bit down the centre of my nose. Not too much though, because it is very vivid once you get it going. So I want to do my brow bone and inner corner. I think for the inner corner, I'm going to take this kind of goldy colour here. Still a lot of fallout. There is white there. I'm just going to take that for the brow bone and be very light and just blend it through my finger a little bit. So lips, I got one liner, and that in Nude. That's in LA Colours Auto Lip Liner, and I got two like liquid lips in Freak and Bougie. That's those two. I think I'm going to go for the lighter colour, which is Fleek, and then the Nude lip liner. So let's just get right in it. So I do feel like it's dragging slightly, and I am having to press to get the colour. So that's really kind of gold. I don't think I like this. No, can you even see that on my lip? It's gold. Why is it gold? It's meant to be nude. No, that's enough of that. That smells weird. Go in with this. See how we get on. Really nude. And that's too nude. I'm going to go in with Bougie, and maybe that look nice in the middle. That smells as well. Better. That is much better. Goes on nicely. I'm going to put a little bit of the Leak in the middle. That didn't go in the middle at all. So guys, that is the finished look. I am going to go and get rid of all this concealer, and I will be back to give you my final thoughts on this Shop Miss A haul. So guys, this is the finished look right here. I think it turned out amazingly well for the price point of the products. I did go to put the earrings in. There was a warning, a disclaimer on the back saying that they contained nickel and lead. I know they were only 80p, but I still didn't want to put them in my ears, but I've not lost anything. I did actually have them in my ears, and then I saw the disclaimer. So just warning you guys in case you don't see that, because I don't always read the back of packaging. I just bob it in or bob it on my face, whatever. What I didn't like. What did I like, what didn't I like? I kind of liked the palette. I thought the colours in the pan are far more vivid than they do go on the eye. But they feel creamy. They blended well enough for a $9.99 palette or £8. I think, say this lilac, that kind of went on very, very light, not as vivid as that at all, and then that got lost with the other colours. I'm sure I can create some more fabulous looks with this. I'll keep playing with it. I'll keep giving it a go. Would it put me off buying more palettes from Shop Miss A? Probably not, no, but I wouldn't run out and make another purchase. This whole haul cost me £54, and that included shipping, which was £19. So the shipping was nearly the same amount as the haul. The haul was only £35. But I didn't pay customs. I don't know whether customs was paid with the shipping, whether it was worked out at that end. It came into the country via DHL and then came to me via Royal Mail, and there was no customs at that end, so it must have been paid. That is something to consider, that, you know, you're not going to have a shock £20 or £30 custom charge when it gets to your front door. But it was good if you're just starting out in makeup. this is a good place to start, but it wasn't the best. There are better palettes out there for a very, very similar price point. The eyeliner, I didn't like the eyeliner, it's broke. I did this with it, put it on the end, the lid on the end, and now that is stuck in there, so I can't put the lid on. It didn't look well on my eyes at all. It was barely showing. I did actually go in with a Collection brown eyeliner. It just didn't show at all. When I put it on my hand, it takes a couple of swipes, but it's there. On my waterline, I'm trying to put the lid back on. It's not good. Claire, get over it. It's broken. It's not going to work. Your 80p eyeliner's broken. It just wasn't showing on the eyeline at all. I have got this other one to try. I may try it and give it a little bit of review on my Instagram if you want to check that out. The mascara. I've liked the mascara. Now, this is only for your under eye. However, I have really small eyes, so it did actually work quite well on my upper lashes and lower lashes. That is the applicator. It's so thin and it really got into every little lash, so I did like that. That is the AOA Skinny Lash. The lashes that were $1 I thought were amazing. They look really nice, they're really long, they're really wispy. I would definitely 100% purchase those again. I would maybe even make a haul just for those because they were really, really good. The foundation I'm definitely not mad at. The AOA Pro Wear foundation, I think this was $1.55, the same as the concealer. Works out about $1.20 depending on the exchange rate or anything like that. They were both really, really good. The cappuccino one is a cream contour, fab as well. So, you know, I'm not mad at those at all. You've got £4.80. You've got 2 concealers, or a concealer and a cream contour in my case, and 2 foundations. They're not the biggest bottles, 30ml, but for the price, really, really, really good. Really, really liked those a lot. I would get those again. I did purchase the AOA Studio Buildable Satin Foundation, which I didn't try. Again, maybe give that a go in another video. This I like, the AOA Perfect Finishing Pressed Powder in Translucent. This was really, really nice. I liked that. That will go in my everyday makeup bag. The blusher, loved it again. There isn't a lot that I would say I was disappointed in for the money that I paid for it. Is it going to set my world on fire? No. So we've got the pigments there, we've got the 3, and then this cream shade for some bizarre reason. I don't even know what kind of blusher colour that is, but the 3 colours in there was so nice. The lip liner, I didn't like one little bit. It says nude, it's like gold. It took ages to make any colour out. It dragged on the skin. It just wasn't nice. For $1, so it's 80p. For £1 you can get Essence ones that are far, far better. That was not nice at all. I probably won't be using that again. They'll probably end up in the bin. The lipsticks were nice. They're matte. They went on fine. The highlighter and the primer. I liked the primer. The primer felt really, really nice. Really liked that. That's something that I'll continue to use. The highlighter as well. Once you got it going, it was good, but it's weird because it's not a powder, but it's not a liquid. It's like a hybrid. So as a roundup, on a whole, I liked most of what I got. Would I shop at Miss A again? Yes, I would. I wouldn't shop there regularly because with the shipping, it doesn't become expensive. Obviously, the more you buy, the more shipping you're going to be paying. For £54, I got a lot of makeup, but I think that you can go to Primark and you can go to Makeup Revolution, all these affordable brands, and get products that are a little bit better, not have to pay shipping on them, and some of the price points are very, very, very similar. So that is the roundup of my Shop with Miss A haul. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if there's any more videos if you want to see. If you want to see another look with this, then I'll use the AOA Buildable Satin Finish Foundation. Well, we can do that. If you like this type of video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. I upload every single Tuesday. Hit the notification bell and you'll be informed every single time I upload. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.